know the prediction for this week. Love and money in Gemini. All right. Gemini, you do have Jupiter in your sign, so that's a big blessing. Let's see what's going on. Spirit, guide and direct me with the tarot cards for Gemini. Let's see love for Gemini. The Sun. Oops. Ten of Swords. I feel like this was in reverse though, so I'm going to keep it that way. Okay. Four of Cups. King of Wands. All right. Let's see what's going on for money. For Gemini, show me the money. Three of Wands. Page of Swords. Knight of Cups. The Magician. Okay. All right, and bottom of the deck is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Overall bottom line for Gemini. So the first thing I want to talk about is your bottom of the deck overall energy. This Knight of Swords is in reverse. So I feel like you're dealing with air signs this week, which you're an air sign. Could be dealing with yourself. But we have just miscommunication, misunderstandings. Like, are your words even getting through to people? Are they understanding what you're saying? You feel like you just can't communicate. It's like, am I speaking another language? Am I speaking gibberish? Like, what's the problem? So like little, I want to say irritations or aggravations kind of get stirred up this week with you. So, you know, just be aware of that. It's just something in the air, something in the energy where communications just don't feel, they don't feel quality and they don't feel understood. You're feeling very emotional this week, Gemini. Five of Cups. You've dealt with a lot of loss, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of sorrow. You're like, I need a recovery. Like, you're just hurting. And you feel very alone. And when it comes to love especially, you're just like, I'm always rejected. I'm not chosen. Am I ever going to be someone's the one? Am I ever going to be someone's everything? You know, because I feel like you always make everyone else feel like they're super important, but other people don't make you feel like you're important. And I think you're going to be putting out vibes this week, Eight of Wands, that you're not one to play around with anymore. I feel like your temper's finally getting stirred up and you're not tolerating it. Whoever's been, and it could be everybody in your life, but you're just like, I'm done just not being spoken to correctly with respect. I'm done being nice. I am really, really done. Like this is execution time. And I feel like you're going to get contracts signed, agreements made, issues confronted. Like this is, I have no hair on my tongue, no reservations. I'm going to just be speaking out because I'm tired. And even if you're not speaking out, you're going to be acting out. So this is the week where you're going to take actions for yourself that feel good about you, that make you feel positive and in control. Now, in regards to love, boy, oh boy, are you dealing with a Leo. And this Leo has attitude. And you are sick of the whiny baby routine. You're just like, okay. Wow. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's always about you. Your needs, your wants. What time's a good time to come over for you? When's a good day? That's good for you. Disregard what's good for me. Like, that's irrelevant. You are the sun. You rise and you get all the attention and you get all of everything, and I just get scraps. So you're just feeling very pushed aside. Four Cups, a little unsatisfied in love, okay? A little rejected, a little unappreciated, okay? And this larger than life lover, this relationship, whatever this is to you, is like, oh, where are you going? I thought you were feeding my ego. And you're like, no, I think I'm done feeding your ego. You're kind of going to show this person who has power. And they're not the only ones. And you're just like, you think you're a hot shot? You think you're big stuff? Okay, well, so is Gemini. And you're getting your mojo back. You're getting your power back. You're getting your confidence back. And however this person crushed you with their BS previously, that's old news. And you're just like, okay, have fun by yourself. I'm out, and you're good looking and you're confident, as typical Geminis are. They always look the youngest out of all the zodiacs, so you're just super attractive. And you're just like, I'm putting on my my powerful hat now. Good luck with whatever you've got going on. I hope you like your own attention, because that's what you're going to be getting. You're not getting a lot of attention from me. So I see you pulling away from an egotistical lion. And you feel much happier, and you feel better, and you feel relief. And finally, the pain of the swords that were in your back are coming out, because you felt very betrayed. You felt very unappreciated. You felt like they were hurting you, and they didn't even notice. They didn't even notice that you were sad that day. They didn't even notice that you were down that day. They didn't even notice that you needed a friend that day. They could care less. And you're like, wow, you think you're the only one with hard days? You think you're the only one that wants a foot rub, or the only one that wants a visit? But I have to wait until you're good and ready to reach out to me. This isn't mutual. This is one way. And I'm done. Let's get a prediction. Again, this is just for the week. The past is in the past. Don't look back. So I think you're just willing to let them go. Yeah. On the flip side, there's some kind of glass half full here kind of energy. And I feel like if they're willing to change, if they're willing to apologize to you and say they were wrong and they would like to take a different approach, I think you're willing to give them another chance. There is some kind of positive glass half full energy. And that's just what I'm feeling as your reader. Let's get an oracle to predict a little bit more this week. Is this person going to do that for you? Not today. Boundaries, avoiding the conversation, not dealing, still upset. Obviously, this week they're going through something, so they don't really want to talk about it. They don't want to come back correct this week. But you're fine. You are the sun right now. You are the King of Wands right now too. And you're just like, that's fine. You don't have to. Please don't apologize if you don't feel it. Don't come to me and kiss my butt if it's fake. I don't want it anyway. So I just feel like you're just not going to give this person your time, energy, or attention. They are going to text you, but they're not giving you the information you need or what you want to hear. It's kind of a waste of time and a disappointment. Very much a disappointment. And someone is playing the victim or the martyr. I think it's them. The Ten of Swords in reverse shows that someone's been holding on to something that they needed to release a long time ago. And I feel like they're not saying goodbye to an old life. It's time to heal and move on. And I think you're trying to give this person, it's like they're stuck and hung up on their ex. And you're sitting right here, a bright, shining sun, and they don't even see it, 4 cups. They're so self-absorbed about some BS in the past. And you're like, are you ever going to get over her or him? You know, wow, I'm sitting right in front of you. I'm the better choice. I'm the better option. And you're still whining or pouting, or you're still being depressed or a victim because of what happened to you in your past. That's BS. And they don't want to have that conversation. They don't want to talk about how depressed they are. So you're like, that's cool. I'm going to go ahead and 8 of Wands. I'm going to take action and move on. I don't have time for it. 3 cups. If you want to be positive, if you want to be upbeat, if you want to have a good time, if you want to be happy, if you want to fall in love, you know where to find me. But you're not, I really don't see you hanging around for this. Again, like I said, glass half full. If they come to you and they kind of let you know, hey, this is what I've been going through. I'm an a-hole. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've been disconnected. I'm sorry I've been, you know, just emotionally not available for you. Like, I'm sorry that you feel alone in this. Like, I'm sorry if you think I'm not over my past. Like, that's an issue and I'm working on it, and I want you and I want to be happy with you. I think glass half full, if they came to you, you'd be all over it. But right now, I just feel like you already acknowledge and recognize they're not ready. And so I see this as a disappointment for cups for you in love this week. Who's to say this won't change next week? But for this week, it's just disappointing that it's not happening. It's just not happening. They're not ready to deal with it. They're not ready to have that conversation. Okay? Let's get an oracle for love. What is the message of advice for love for Gemini? Please give us the perfect advice for Gemini this week. Holy S-H-I-T. You are enough. Which I know you're positive. But in case you need to hear it from a friend, in case you need to hear it from me, Gemini, you're worth it. Okay? And I'm sorry that they're distracted with somebody else, but you're worth it. You're enough. You're worth their time. You're worth their attention. You are worth their affection. You're worth it. You are enough. And don't ever feel 4 cups like because they're not focused on you, they're not dealing with you, and they're still in the past, that you're not enough. Okay? Because you are. Drop all the reasons you've made up in your head about why you're not good enough for this person. You're too fat, you don't have enough money, you're too old, you're too young, you haven't dealt with all your karmas, blah, blah, blah. You know, quit those excuses. It's very tiring. Just look at yourself and know, hello, I'm enough right now. I'm enough right now, and I'm sorry you can't see that, okay? But don't let them discourage you on how you feel about yourself. So now we're going to go into money. Hello, Gemini. So 3 of Wands, Page of Swords, Knight of Cups, love it, and the Magician. Ooh, high energy. This week, you're going to start reaping the rewards of an action you took about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, you took an action, and you've been working on it diligently. Like, you've been learning how it works, this little project, this little adventure, this job, whatever this is to make money. Like, you've been diligently planning, strategizing, and working to build it into something. And right now, this week, you're going to be reaping rewards. Things are going to happen like magic. Literally, like you've waved your little wand and poof, magic just happened. So I see a harvest and I see a reward. So I feel like something in the sum of $3,000 this week is going to pop up for you. Okay, there's some kind of $3,000 reward or a $3,000 goal or a $3,000 idea. I don't know, there's just something that's going to bring a harvest in. And whether you feel it in your hands this week or not, you know it's there. So there's like a reward. Maybe you're gambling. I don't know, maybe you're going to go gamble and win. Could be a good week to gamble, Gem. But here you are, the Magician, and this is your card. Okay, Gemini, Virgo energy, and if you will it, it will be yours. If you claim it, it will happen. You know, and that's what you're doing. You're manifesting. You're manifesting money. And it all starts somewhere, right? Page of Swords. It all starts somewhere with an idea, with a thought, with a little action. And the Knight is galloping and it's coming forward. It's happening. And it's like finally we're literally, things are flowing in. I think of that, like you open a dam, like a block in a creek or a river, and then the water starts flowing. Like that's what I'm seeing with the Knight of Cups. The flow is starting. So you're going to start seeing that flow this week financially. Okay, blessings upon blessings are coming. This feels like magic. It does. And I keep saying it. It feels like magic and a wish come true, honestly. But you brought this into action, 3 of Wands. You knew this was coming. Okay, this is dedication and determination. This is willpower. This is, I set out to do it. I said I would do it, and I did. So this is, you know, the results of some decision you've made 3 weeks ago. So anyways, yeah, this week you're going to be getting that result. I see the flow of money coming in. And I also see creation, because this Magician creates and makes new things. So you're going to create another one. Maybe there's something in doubles. This is Gemini. You could be cookie cutting something. So if you did one thing, you might do it again. Maybe someone's going to franchise off you. Maybe you're going to get 2 spots instead of 1. Maybe you're going to get 2 victories instead of 1. Maybe you're going to get 2 new forms of income coming in. There's something in doubles this week that Gemini is going to see, and it is going to come in doubles. Okay, so let's get some advice about money. Rise above your F-U-C-K headedness. Okay, rise above it. And that just means get out of your own way, get out of your own head, get out of blocking your own blessings. We're all F-U-C-K heads in our own way. The trick to winning at life is developing the ability to identify our own flavor of F-headedness. Okay, and then rise above it. What one little thing can you do different today to be your beautiful F-headed you? So this is, you finally got out of your own way. Like there's some kind of humble humility here at the same time of, I finally got out of my own way. Like some people were like, I always told myself I couldn't do it. And then I finally stopped doing that. And then I did it. And this is a reward. Like, wow, I actually got out of my own way. You know, you actually humbled yourself. You actually asked for help. Okay. I also see you as very attractive and charismatic. So everyone's listening to you and you're very much a leader right now. Okay, that's just what you're feeling. That's what's happening. You're a leader in the work field. Okay, Sun is going into Virgo. Hello, Virgo might be your 10th house. Okay, Virgo might be your 9th house. Virgo might be your 3rd house. But the Sun's there empowering you. So you're being a shining light, a beacon of leadership, a beacon of power. And, you know, the best sign of a leader is someone that admits when they're wrong and gets out of their own way and asks for help and delegates. So I feel like that is your reward. And let's see a prediction. What is the prediction for Gemini this week? So we have the egg in the reverse, the intention in the reverse, number 22, the owl, and he might be a sign for you. I want to say, don't put the cart before the horse. That's what I'm hearing. Meaning, do not get ahead of yourself. Make sure you take the appropriate steps. We don't want to rush anything. All right. Don't start going forward until logistics are handled. Anyways, this card, number 22, could be an important number for you. Are you clear about your intentions? Have you been in a foggy state of denial about your true motives and ambitions? This is the time to step back, Gemini, and gain perspective and clarity about the direction you want to go in life. Check your motives. Ask, are they sincere? Are you pursuing some goal blindly without asking its cost? Good intentions are being misinterpreted. And that might be where you feel misunderstood. You might have good intentions for people, but they're feeling like it's not, and it's like there's a miscommunication we felt earlier for Gem. Now is the time for self-evaluation and self-nurturing. You will benefit greatly if you take time out to regroup. Have you gotten a massage lately? Have you gotten your nails done lately? Have you taken a walk in the nature areas that you love lately? It's like regroup. Sometimes you're so around crowds of people, you're so busy, Gemini, that you get drained. And all this money making, all this business entrepreneurship, all this growing of your money, all this growing of ideas is wearing. And it's a lot of back and forth. Don't get overconfident. Sometimes you do. But it's like, don't forget to regroup, because honestly, I think what I'm really hearing this week is people are going to misunderstand you. It could be your kids, it could be your lover, it could be your coworkers, whatever. And you're going to have the best intentions to communicate. And you're a Gemini. You're like, this is what I do. I communicate. But they're going to get rubbed the wrong way. And it's like, maybe take a step back and ask Spirit, can you help me communicate better? Can you send your words ahead of me so they receive my words the way I mean them? Maybe make that your little prayer, your little affirmation before talking with someone. Asking Spirit ahead of time to go in front of you. Don't be too humble. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it, if you need someone to speak for you or with you. Usually you are the head speaker, but don't be afraid to be a little humble and say, you know what, I've been struggling with communication lately. Why don't you say this for me or with me? Because you have a lot of determination and a lot of goods, and you have what it takes to be successful, and you have what it takes to make other people successful. So that's very draining. Regroup. Stop ignoring yourself, Gemini. You are the king and the queen of go, go, go. And that's this Knight of Cups and this Three of Wands. It's like you are definitely the go, go, go person. But for you to actually take a bubble bath or do your own laundry or take care of your dishes or make your living room cozy, it's like that's an afterthought. That's after all that hard work is done. And then you don't have anywhere to regroup. And you go to sleep in a pile of laundry, and then you wake up to go, go, go again, and it's like you're not regrouping. So Gemini, take a step back, delegate, ask for some help. I just feel like you have a lot of good things coming for you this week financially and everything, and you need the space and the time and the energy to, just refluff your feathers, if you will. Okay? And that is it. I want to mention I have a new donation spot available. It's on my post. YouTube has like a channel, which is like a page for creators, and then you can check their posts like Facebook or Insta or, TikTok or X. And I have posts on my YouTube. And so I put a link for my new little venture here, and it's called the Phoenix House. And it's sober living, but it also helps homeless have a place to stay. They get vouchers from like Catholic charities, or they get vouchers from donating places. They get sponsors. They get coaches that help them try to put their lives back together. These are people coming from poverty. These are people coming from abusive homes. These are people coming clean off of drugs and alcohol. And we're only accepting people that have been sober, people that want to stay sober, people that are trying to build their lives together again, and they've had the worst of it. So your donations would go a very far way. If you could please go to my post and donate. I have a Cash App there for them, and it is called the Phoenix House. okay? And I'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to be donating classes and services to them for astrology and tarot and healing work. And I might do some lives if everyone signs a voucher, like, or not a voucher, if everyone signs like a disclosure that they'll be happy to be live on camera. But it's a new thing, and they are on Facebook. The Phoenix House is on Facebook if you want to check it out to see pictures of what's going on with that program. But we need blankets. We need food and shelter. We need costs to cover their weekly, food and board. We need all kinds of stuff. Everyone donates, and that's why we have this Phoenix House. We do have donations, but we could always use more. They have health needs. Some of these people, one of them has cancer. And I wanted to start him on True Sea Moss. I need donations to make those orders so I can get these people on sober living free of mucus, cleansing their lungs from all the smoke that they've been putting in their body, cleansing their bones because it needs to be rebuilt, clearing the mucus from them. True Sea Moss and Soursop is a great healer. I recommend it to all you guys as well to try your own. But if you order a bulk order of True Sea Moss, I can give you a P.O. box where you can ship and donate things like that to the cause as well. Like some people want to order three True Sea Moss jars, but you want to donate one. Just message me in the messages, and I'll give you a shipping address where you could send. But also, every $20 that you donate on Cash App will go to the True Sea Moss, and that's there. And I will give you a reading in return for your donation, okay? For every $15, you get 2 cards. You get 1 card and the bottom of the deck. So for a $30 reading, I'll give you a whole reading. But if you guys could please just donate over there, I'd appreciate it. And it is called the Phoenix House. It has its own Cash App. It has its own logo. It's over there. We could really use that. That being said, I'm going to let you guys go. And I'll see you next week. More predictions. Remember, this is just the week's predictions. Things could change next week. This is just the vibe right now for the tribe, the Gemini tribe. All right, well, I'm going to come on live and I'm going to do Cancerian. So if anybody has the zodiac sign of Cancer in your sun, moon, or rising, or Venus or Jupiter, come check me out. We're going to do that reading next. Thank you for watching, guys. Lots of love. I'll see you next week.